Yo, 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 yo. What is good, motherfuckers? Y'all know what the fuck it is. We out here with the first installment, episode 1 of Is It an L or Is It a W? And we're going to start it off with analyzing chapter 896 and 897. And with me, I got some fuckboys. I'm going to start off fuckboy
Nigga, what?
number 1.
Son,
We
that's
have,
disrespectful, nigga.
I know.
Disrespectful ass nigga.
Y'all know y'all the squad. Shut up.
I rebuke that statement.
All right,
In
y'all
the
can do
name-
whatever y'all want to that statement. Statement's been made. Anyway, Z Killer is here.
What's up, my niggas? It's your boy.
Know what it is. And then we have this other motherfucker here, Steve-O.
Hey, how's it going?
He's so nice, man. He's so nice. He's like, hey, how's it going?
Nigga, yeah, fuck your alarm.
Anyway, we got Mercy.
What up, man?
What's good? And we have Soap.
What's good, bitches?
We got Wing as well.
What's good?
Wing, you still with us? All right, cool. All right, man. So I'm going to get this started and try not to attack each other on how y'all view this shit.
No promises.
No problem. Y'all niggas can be civil. The stream just started. Be a little civilized.
I'm gonna be civilized, but I'm gonna call people bitches at the same time.
Yeah,
Hey,
fuck out of
at
here.
least you can call him real. He's sticking.
Jesus Christ.
Why is this even trending right now?
So, I'm going to start off with a simple one before I get into the cancers. So, Sanji waiting outside of the mirror in 896, analyzing everything, seeing everything that's going on, and saying some, damn, we can't take all these guys. Is that a W? Or is that an L?
W.
Wait,
W-
what?
W-
I need you to repeat the question. Repeat the question.
Sanji noticing all the Big Mom pirates sitting outside of the giant mirror. And they're waiting for Luffy or Katakuri to come out. And Sanji analyzing the situation saying, we can't beat all these guys because of that mirror. Is that a W or is that an L?
I mean, it's not. How is it a W? It's not an L, but it's also not a W.
Because he knew if he did anything else, nigga would get his ass whipped.
Yeah, that's basically what. Yes, like as a good fighter, you have to understand the situation where you're like, okay, nigga, there's no point of fighting this shit, and we have to know you have to recognize your weaknesses. And you're just not gonna just about to go jump in. You feel me? Like, zone the fate. And then that's just gonna give you unnecessary L. So there's no point. It was a W.
But he still took an L this chapter though.
I don't know if it's an L, bro. But
I don't really think that's an L.
I get where you're coming from, but it's not like if he would have just jumped in without prioritizing just like the stake of he would have got faded like instantly.
All right. Now this one's gonna be a little bit for Soap. Obviously, you're all free to answer. Sanji's cigarette getting taken out of his mouth by Pudding. And then her and him kissing. Is that a W or an L?
Nigga, that's a fucking L. That's a fucking L. That's a fucking L.
Why?
That's a fucking L. This hoe did you dirty. How many times she want to sit there and be like, oh, I got one last request. Take the cigarette out your motherfucking mouth. I don't know. People speculate that they fucking kissed. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I think it's bullshit regardless. Even if she kissed him, that's stupid.
We got the L-shaped dick, nigga. That's what she got.
If they kissed afterwards, she'll waste this nigga memory, so he doesn't even remember the kiss.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I gotta.
It's whack either way.
So none of y'all are giving Sanji a W for her kissing.
All right, Sanji get a dub for that, bro.
First of all,
so
he get a dub, bro. It's not me, bro. It's not like the girl had like perfect normal family like other people had in the show in other animes and stuff. You knew from childhood how little one panel we get that the crap was messed up, just like Katakuri. He had the thing in his mind. That's why he did the whole covering up his face, and they'll call him eel face and all that other stuff. He's like, no, what? Screw it, fuck it. I'm proud of my shit. My name fucking Katakuri. I'm finna go out there and still fight Luffy. Put in the same way. She was messed up as a kid from that. Then she was like, screw it. After time when meeting Sanji and all that other stuff, she changed the ways and still gave the man. So I don't see how you can call that an L.
Let me get some clarification on this. The question is whether or not Sanji pulling a psychotic bitch and breaking her down without even doing anything is a W. That's the question.
Nigga,
God.
no,
That is not
Steve,
the
don't sit
question.
here and trying to spin that shit,
I like
nigga.
what
The fuck
Steve-O
out of
just
here.
said.
Like,
That
look,
nigga
That's
fucked.
exactly what
literally the day
That's
before,
exactly what
this nigga
happened.
was sitting there crying over this bitch in the fucking rain. But oh, now I'm gonna let this bitch kiss me. The fuck?
It wasn't just because of her, bro.
Oh,
His
it wasn't
crew
just
was in
because of her.
danger.
It
You
wasn't
know
just
what was
because
going
of
on
her.
in his
Come
mind,
on
bro.
now. Come on now.
We got the
Come on
introspect
now.
Mr.
What
Sanji's
was going
mind,
on
and
in his
people
So
mind?
still try
dirty.
to forget
He,
the
this
main
It's
points.
so dirty, but I mean, he's supposed to be okay because she kissed him. The fuck out of here.
But
That's sorry,
Steve-O,
nigga.
but wasn't him crying? Even though it wasn't just the crew, wasn't even though it was the crew also everything going on? Didn't she trigger him?
You saying did she trigger him?
She did. Once he finally heard what she said, wasn't that the trigger that let everything come out?
Of
Oh
course.
yeah, didn't this nigga started crying like a bitch after she revealed like she was
Yeah,
like she was gonna like cuck his ass. Oh, that shit had me dying.
shit is so sad.
So
Y'all-
Steve, are you giving it a W or a L?
Of course it's a W, bro. Come on.
Out of here, nigga.
I don't know if I can give. I don't know if that's a W.
Oh, he ain't giving Sanjay a W anytime
Can we take a vote?
Nah,
The
nigga, we ain't
vote
voting no
for a
shit.
dub?
Nah,
Everybody
this
doesn't think it's a dub, Wing.
Yeah, I mean,
I
most,
get
Y'all,
that.
most,
y'all,
most of
y'all,
y'all
y'all
niggas said it was an L.
expanding upon why it is
This
or
is
is
a
not a dub.
monopoly. We
Most
don't
of y'all
take
said it was an L, so I mean, might as well not even vote because we know it's gonna be an L.
Yeah, who go vote for on this side? Me and Steve-O? Who
And
else?
that's it. Eris,
Casper?
Eris,
Nah,
what do you think?
Hello. Oh, I just
Hey,
pulled up. What's
Sage.
up?
All right, what's good?
Hello.
What?
What I think
Oh,
about what the two chapters?
What?
Nigga, why you have her, bro?
Anyway, Eris, no, not what you think about the chapter. The thing is, so we're doing whether something is a W or an L based on what we know from previous chapters and what we're down in these past
All
chapters.
right, I'm the right guy for this.
All right. Oh.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
so the question I just presented was taking Sanji's cigarette out of his mouth and giving him a kiss after everything they've been through. Is that a W or an L?
That's an L.
Thank you.
Why is it an L?
Well, that's like saying you take away Zoro's swords and then you give him a kiss.
Wait, what?
I bet since she can do it, I bet you won't have a problem.
Nigga, hold up,
She
bro.
can do this. It's
Wait,
still
no,
an
Eris,
L.
I don't think
Can't
that's
nobody take
that's not the
something
same
you've
thing.
been
No,
having
no.
from
It's
day
like
one. If a
it's
female
like,
takes a
it's
straw
like
hat
this.
and give him a
It's like this,
kiss,
right?
like it's still an
It's
L.
like
Like you had it since day one.
Man, we
Like
biased against Sanji. That's all this is.
I just
Like a
gave an
bitch
example for
wants to-
Zoro and Luffy.
But I'm saying, like, so you believe it's an L, but I don't get why. I still don't even have the explanation. I don't get why it's an L.
I think it's an L, but I'm not mad at you or anybody else that argue it's a W since you got a kiss or whatnot.
Okay, I mean, I think it's a W. It's finally nice to see Sanji get some play.
Man,
It's been a long time coming.
He
Didn't even get. I don't think he even got one from Viola.
Mm-hmm.
It was off screen though, so we don't know if it was a kiss or not.
I don't know, man. Didn't it make the little sound in the bubble?
No, I didn't. No, that wasn't that.
Mm.
You know what I mean, I guess then we're all got to agree to disagree. Unless there's who did someone didn't say whether it was a W or an L. And I think was it Mercy?
Nigga, I already said it's an L, bro.
Never mind. That's 4 L's. No, yeah, that's 4 L's, 3 W's. All right, it's an L. All right, moving on. I mean, I don't think it's an L, but fine. Okay. So then I'm gonna move on to how we had in the previous panels we had the King Cobra was coming around, but all of a sudden it's coming to the front to hit Katakuri. So do you think the final clash between Katakuri and Luffy is that an L for Oda or a W for Oda in terms of how that was presented?
That's an L for Oda because he
L
fucked
for
up
Oda.
the Cargography. He basically forgot what happened last chapter when they was about to hit each other, and then fucked it up at the beginning of the chapter because he had the punch going straight instead of it curving around like before. That's Oda's fault. He always does that shit.
Yeah, like I mean, it was easy to forget that the shit like how he wound up his fist before it landed and how it ended up. Like I wish we saw that whole action. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he didn't show us that, like, is fucking frustrating.
I think
all you really got was aftermath.
when it comes to the punch, like from what we can see, it did still follow that it still probably did follow it.
Hmm.
I don't know though, because when you see
It's a bit inconclusive.
I mean,
when you see his arm, is it like when it's smashing on the floor, Katakuri's arm, you can't really see Luffy's arm anymore. So maybe if his arm is bending around behind it, then that would explain why.
no. They show a clear panel that Luffy's arm is just straight out stretched towards Katakuri's
Torso.
Are you
torso.
talking about the scene where Katakuri's right above him?
Yeah,
Like
when they're both
Yeah, that
looking
was
at
just.
each other.
It looks like he hit the ground, but he's like elevated above Luffy.
yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah,
can clearly
but
see behind Luffy.
like Luffy's arm still went straight out, then it turned. So like that square isn't the biggest deal, you know? Is there
I think it's
anywhere
a
I
big
can
deal.
post
Like
panels?
I think that shit must have like
You can
whipped
post
the
panels
fuck
in the
back.
comments here.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like to end up straight like that.
Man, it probably happened after the final
me
class.
see.
Man, he off screened it.
And it's off screen, and the final blow should never be off screen. If
Yeah.
that's the case.
Like that's the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah, I'm looking at the page now.
Okay. I have one more question for you all, stemming on the same thing. Is that an L? Both of them passing out, and I know this is going to be all opinionated. Was it W or an L with both of them passing
I
out right
wouldn't.
now?
I don't know if I
I
would give him.
mean,
I don't know if I would give him either. Like I think, like to me, I would. I expected Luffy to pass out because, like, at that point he should have been fucking
I'm gonna come
exhausted.
back later, bro. I gotta go to sleep.
And then
All right.
Katakuri just got hit in the worst spot. So like, I'm not surprised that he fell, but I don't know if I could give him either. I don't think it's worthy enough to give him either one a W, but it's definitely not an L. You know
I
what I'm saying?
mean, at the end of the day, Luffy did walk away, so I guess I'll give Katakuri the L and then Luffy the W.
I mean, like at the same time, it's like so you're going to give you W even though that it basically was stemmed to look as though it was tie. I mean, L as though it was like a tie. You can't give it any. Chat's saying W.
I can't
Yeah.
give him any. I can't give him any.
You gotta give
You gotta
Go
either
ahead.
give them both L's or just somebody one W. They both can't get a W now.
I can't give him
Yeah.
L's though. Like it makes sense in the context of the fight why at least Luffy passed out.
What's
You
the
have
question
got to
again?
give Luffy the W. Like even if we didn't even see the fight, Luffy said, "Yeah, you won." Like Sanji asked him, "Did you win or whatever?" And he's like, "Yeah, I won." Then Brulee's like, "Oh, he lost." And then Peckham's is like, "Oh, he lost." And then Peckham's younger brother, he's like, "Can't believe he got outwitted." Katakuri got outwitted. Like it's clear that he lost. I don't. I mean, I don't think it should necessarily played out this way, but it is what it is.
That's how we have to look at it subjectively. Okay. I understand that. All
What's the
right.
question this time?
Whether you think it's a W or an L that both of them passed out at the same time. Or I mean, yeah, they definitely passed out at the same time.
I really don't know what to call that. I guess it's an L.
I mean, because like you would think that he would show some clear cut winner.
It's a double L. Yeah.
You're giving it a double L.
Double L. LL
Can't
Cool
do it. Can't give him both L's. I don't know. I don't feel right.
Okay, here's another one. How do you? Okay, is it a W or is it an L that Katakuri stands over Luffy first?
No, that's a W, boy.
Wait, hold on. No.
That's a W right there, boy.
No.
That's a W.
Nah, man. Luffy was the first one to get back.
My bad.
When he comes out of that,
let me
when he comes out
rephrase
of that
this.
hole.
That Luffy climbs out of the hole, Katakuri stands over him. And actually,
That's a W. That's a W.
Luffy was up first, so.
I'm not finished with the question. And then he asked Luffy about whether or not he's going to come back and defeat Big Mom.
Oh, nah, it's a L.
That's an L on Katakuri's part.
No, it's
Yeah, that's definitely a L on Katakuri. When it comes to who got up first and all that stuff, Luffy fell down first. Katakuri was up. Luffy got up first, then Katakuri got up. So with that, it
But I
was
was
kind
gonna,
of even there when you look at it that way.
but I was gonna say, like, in terms of like the story, it's interesting that usually when Luffy's fighting someone, he's the one that kind of always goes down and gets back up after the opponent throws everything they've got at him, and then he comes out on top. This was the first time where Luffy has used everything he's had, like I'm assuming, right? And him getting up afterwards and the opponent still getting up. Like it's like a weird like role reversal. That's never really I've never seen that happen. So that's the only way. That's even though like he asked that bullshit ass question, him just getting up after Luffy threw everything he had. Because if Katakuri kept fading, Luffy would have been fucked. You know what I'm saying? So like it's I don't know. I gotta give him a W kind of in that aspect just because he got up. But an L for the question.
I agree. Give Katakuri a W for the getting up. Give him an L for the question.
Yeah.
Can y'all agree to that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, what?
I'm just not comfortable giving Katakuri an L. I mean a W.
Why?
It's like because like the way he's like he falls down like and then Luffy's like he's like.
I mean, it pisses me off to no end. You know that.
I mean, he's still on the ground, even when Luffy finally climbs out of the hole and lands down, and then when Luffy looks up, he's like, yeah, he's still not like Luffy's crawling and he's still not up until like Luffy finally looks up after like 5 seconds. So he asked that one question, then passes out. That's I don't know. I guess I can give him a small W, but then he takes a huge ass L. After that speech,
I agree. I guess you're seeing further into the future than I am.
He's like, you really can't see the future, huh?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's trash. Moving on. The last thing. So, and this is a W or an L, and then I'm gonna be done with 896. Nazem's in Mirror World with a Hemda Brulee. Is that a W or L?
I mean, wait, like it's a. We don't know where she was there. As far as we know, Luffy could have just tied her up and just left her somehow.
I mean, I guess we could speculate. I think it's a kind of an L that he would randomly just pop up. L.
Wait.
Hold on. So we giving Oda the L or W?
Yeah, I'm talking about Oda. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I guess because he didn't even show how Peckham's got into the Mirror World.
He didn't at all.
How did half of these people?
I don't really give a fuck about Peckham's at this point. So like that's why I would give it an L. Like I don't care.
But Peckham still takes an L this chapter though. So
I mean
that.
Yeah, the following chapter. Yep.
I mean, all right, fine. Then we'll get right into it. Peckham Sue long form, W or L?
L.
Dub.
Nah, that nigga got fucking.
I mean, his form itself, I mean, is a W, but like what happens afterwards, L obviously.
Soon as he started to transform, they immediately stopped him. As soon as he started, they gouge out his eyes, Sharingan style. I don't care, bro. The man got to be strong as hell. If you need a freaking army to jump on top of this man.
The thing is, though, they fodder though. Those are all fodder characters with no names.
Who said they was fodder?
Fodder with names?
If you don't have a
Oven
name,
was there.
Oven was the first nigga to stone.
Now you just said if you don't have a name, you're fodder. And then you just said those are fodder character with names.
Come on, bro.
I said they were fodder characters with no names.
But they do have names.
What are their names?
Fodder?
Raisin, Zoo.
Wait, what is the 38th son there, I believe?
Wait, was he one of the people who jumped on him though?
Nah, Raisin went after Luffy.
Raisin was the one who met them in midair.
No, I'm talking about the one who jumped Peckham's, the ones that jumped Peckham's.
Oh, those guys that
was the first person, and Oven one of the Big Mom's strongest kids.
Oven was the only nigga with a name that I can remember.
Wait, so he got one shot by Oven? Okay.
No, as soon as he started transforming, he wasn't focusing on attack or defense. As soon as he just started transforming, Oven did Amaterasu on his nigga gun. Then all of a sudden just stole with a heat wave fist.
Amaterasu.
Immediately, as soon as he stole with the heat wave fist, all the other kids jumping on the man while he was on the ground and trying to gouge out the man's eyes and stabbing him with axes and forks and shit.
I don't know, man. It's still an L.
Those children are demented.
He got one shot
bro.
at the end. If either way you see it, he got one shot.
How's that a one shot if he's still up? He's
not up, man, because these niggas about to gouge out his eyes.
Okay, but that ain't no one shot. You saying these niggas about to, right?
All right, hold on. I'm leaving the panel.
Yeah,
he gets punched by Oven. He gets bloodied.
I don't know. The thing is, like, you gotta obviously Peckham's is strong, like without Sulong form, and then he has the turtle zone fruit, and now he's Sulong, turtle fruit, Peckham's, and he gets dealt with like this. Like, imagine if that was like a fresh Gear 4 Luffy. I'm not saying that Sulong form is as strong as Gear 4, but it shouldn't be like too far off.
Peckham's at a decently high
dealt with so easily. Like
his bounty's like 400.
Like 400
That's
million.
if Luffy get one arm get blown up, like when Katakuri stopped him. As soon as he blew up one arm, talking about Gear 4, that man stopped. They did the same thing.
No. He was already Sulong form though. That's the difference.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't fully Sulong.
Peckham said himself it's too late. He said it's too late.
We don't know if he's transformed or not.
Peckham's was sitting there and he was still talking and stuff, bro. They say when you go on them Sulong forms, freaking Peckham's can't even control nothing. Only thing he can like mildly control is when he see Pedro tell him to stop. That's the only thing he can control.
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah, so obviously he ain't transforming into Sulong.
No, that's hand cannon right there.
The thing is, there's evidence on both sides. I get that he's not supposed to be having like a full blown conversation, but he also said, "Oh, it's too late." So it's like kind of weird.
What?
Like he was transforming, yeah.
Yeah, and you know what else they said right afterwards?
What's up?
The people that start jumping him, don't ever let him see the moon again, so he can keep transforming.
No, if they I meant his eyes, the transformation ends. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, that as well. But
they have to keep looking at the moon to make the transformation.
I think that was like a future thing, so he'll never be able to do it again, or he'll just stop it right in his tracks.
Remember how Carrot did it? Carrot, the first thing happened, her hair started to grow. Then you see all these other panels, all this other stuff started happening with her body. Peckham's only hair started to grow. That's it. He was on
his arms got longer. He got a hunch in his back and everything. Bro.
Yeah, it's tail, man. Like you can just say it's a different design on all those parts because not all the minks are gonna have the same transformation.
Yeah.
So as far as we know, his transformation is already finished, and it's just dog shit.
I don't think it's dog shit. I don't think he finished it.
Yeah, it doesn't look cool to me. It just
But
honestly, it's pretty hard to read it. Like his transformation, it's like it's hard to really see what's going on.
Gotta wait for the anime.
And I'm gonna be. Yeah. So for the next question, I think we all unanimously agree that Oven using a remote attack is a W.
Yeah.
People respect them now. People are questioning if it's awakening or not.
Yeah.
You can say it might be awakening, but it might just be like his heat. Like he's just that hot. That he's causing a gun that has like what's it called? Gun dust or gun whatever the fuck it's called.
Gunpowder.
Gunpowder, yeah. Mm-hmm. And you know how gunpowder is very explosive when exposed to heat. So you could argue that he's just so hot that it exploded.
So you're saying it like that was supposed to be fire, right? On the gun? Yeah. So you're saying if there wasn't gunpowder in there, it wouldn't have been fire? It would have just like heated up?
Yeah, it wouldn't have caused it to heat up and explode.
Wait a second. So if somebody had a sword.
Yeah, because it goes bang.
He did the same thing to Pedro, but that was when he clashed against Pedro though. So
yeah, just go back to the panel and it says bang. That's because of the
gunpowder heating it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at the viz. It only says flume, as in it was
lit up.
Yeah, it was a sudden combustion, but that could be because of the gunpowder. Just not telling.
Okay, and I'm gonna map this one to Sanji's infiltration and rescue of Luffy. That in its entirety, is that a W or an L?
I
And
said
I'm
it's an
talking about
L.
him kicking
That's
Ray,
an
That's a
L.
him getting knocked out.
That's an
Now I'm
L.
talking about all of it, and also leaving Peckham's. I'm talking about all of it.
Yeah, it's a
It's
huge L
it's a
on Sanji's part.
the thing is it's a L, but anybody else like couldn't have really done it either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's expected. That's why I don't really take it as an L. Like
Yeah.
I mean, just the fact that he even got Luffy's is
Like
I consider that a success.
like he still would have
Definitely.
got spotted. It doesn't matter who it was, you know,
I,
like the person still would have
yeah,
got spotted trying to catch Luffy and yeah.
I thought they were gonna come up with a plan like they did.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna come up with a plan with Pudding. Like she was gonna like do that flashback thing and make them like whoa, start to remember memories and like
Just run
distract.
through the crowd
Yeah, just
and,
distract them
and just,
for a
and just
while.
Men in Black memory wiped them all.
Nah, not that to an extent, but just
I
make them
thought
start to relive memories, and then Sanji would just speed blitz them all while they're all in a daze, and he just grabs Luffy's and dip.
I said it's an L because he gave us the indication that he had an actual plan, but it was just go in there and grab Luffy and get
And
out.
then fly away.
Yeah.
And
So,
apparently that's ordinary.
so you're not even gonna give him a W for taking out Raisin.
I mean, I guess that's a W, but we don't
Oh,
even know
Raisin-
much about Raisin.
He's not even knocked out though.
We don't know that.
Yeah, we would have to wait to next chapter, but I mean he's been kicking people, you know, off guard. So I mean,
He always
I don't know.
sneaks-
Are you giving him W's for all them other times when he kicks Oven, when he kicks I don't know,
I gave him W's for that.
Bobbin? Is he getting W's for those as well?
I gave him W's for those moments.
Okay.
Wait, so you giving him a W for sneaking on people?
Why not? Those people allow themselves to get snaked.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's a difference on if they get knocked out or not. Like, if I don't know, if you don't knock them out, then maybe they're either just durable or your kick isn't. As good.
I mean, like, let me go back to this panel. Did Raisin go wide eyes? I mean, we can't see his eyes.
We can't even see it.
We just see blood.
He was leaning back.
He dropped his sword.
Yes.
That's true.
So interesting.
It did look like a hefty kick. Not gonna lie.
I believe it was Kyber that wanted to try to tell me that Raisin's armored hockey might have been up there with Zoro's just because of the way his blade went black.
Nah, that just could be his show. I don't know.
That's what I said. It could just be artwork showing that of sorts.
'Cause you can't really
No,
tell.
I think it's Armored Hockey. If you look closer at his sword when he unsheaths it, you can see the design coming off of the sword, and Zoro had a similar thing.
So are you actually definitively going to give Sanji an L for getting knocked out of the sky, even though he was looking at Peckham's?
I mean, it's a justified L to me.
Mhm.
Like if it was Zoro still would have got hit down too, unless she would have tried to clash with it. I mean, I guess Sanji couldn't have dodged that big ball.
I got a question. So,
I got an answer.
Is this just a translation, or is moonwalk something different, or is just like a translation error?
Talk about Geppo.
It's the same thing.
They're the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure because I was thinking that like they can only moonwalk while it's nighttime and the moon is out.
Now, here's what I've really been waiting to talk to y'all about. All these other individuals knowing moonwalk, is that an L for Sanji?
Nah.
I mean, I hope he wasn't thinking that like he was the only one who knew how to skywalk.
Because he seemed like he made it real damn special. I thought that was only between him and Marines.
It makes him a little less special, but it's not an L.
It's not surprising at all.
To me, it sounds like it's not a L, but it's not a W either.
I mean, all vice admirals can skywalk, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if all vice admirals can, but
Well, most
they
of
all
them
know.
we've seen
they all
people
know
do it.
See that, and a lot of people from this Big Mom crew can do it.
Apparently.
Yeah, somebody brought this up yesterday, and it kind of got me wondering. So if let's say Sanji did a full body hockey instead, do you think Yun will still say the same thing?
Wait, one more
Anybody
time.
can do full body
If
hockey.
Sanji just full body hockey instead of skywalking.
I think he would say the same thing.
But full body hockey's trash though.
I mean,
Just an interesting
I will
point
say
to look
that
at.
Ezekiel or I agree because we've only had a couple instances of full body hockey, and they have all ended up in someone getting one-shotted.
Yeah.
What's the difference between Skywalker and Gappa? Nothing. I thought.
There is nothing. There is no difference.
I didn't believe there was a difference.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it just made it. It was so disappointing because you seen Sanji came out with that new movie, like, oh, he's got Skywalker, and then all of these random people, some who we don't even have names yet, can do it.
Are you surprised though? Really? For real? Like I really am not surprised.
Really, I was actually quite thrown off.
I mean, like a few months back, I got some flack for saying all top tiers could fly, and apparently it's not really.
Look at me now.
So, yeah, it's not really so far out of the realm of possibility.
Okay.
What do y'all think's more rare? Throwing like an air slash or skywalking?
I think skywalking is more rare because
Probably
air slash
Skywalker.
it seemed like
At this point,
all
every
you need
swordsman
is
seems to be able to do it.
significant power.
Yeah.
And it's really just as simple.
Honestly.
Right.
And L or W.
Like.
I mean, this should obviously be a W. Vin Smokes, nail boats, finally showing up.
You know that's dope.
Those are some badass panels.
They were some badass panels.
I
Also, shout out to Willa Z for asking this. Do you think that is Snack under his boot?
No. That's an L.
Snack is on the
That's an L.
Can we all unanimously give Willa Z an L?
Obviously.
So in the last two chapters, who is taking the biggest W and who's taking the biggest L?
All right, so I gotta dip on you guys. I gotta go cash some checks and pay some bills.
All right, man.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Great having you.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
So once again, who do you believe took the biggest W of these two chapters? And I'm gonna ask you first, Wing.
Luffy for beating Katakuri. And
Okay.
for L, I can probably say the Big Mom, like her whole fleet, because
the entire fleet.
Everything looked like it's going like real bad for them at the moment. If you can tell.
Yeah.
Katakuri get beat. Y'all whole fleet that was surrounding the island got pretty much eviscerated. Probably one or two ships left from Germa. Germa done popped in there. They got the army, straw hats, and everybody. Them. Period. All the bad stuff happened to them. Luffy, when he come through, this man is like a freaking plague that God sent.
It is
to an island. If you,
I don't know if I showed you this panel earlier. It was like before Luffy. There's all the different villains smiling after Luffy, and how fucked up they look.
Yeah, it's monkey.
They man their territories. Like he doesn't like when he comes through the areas. He doesn't just fuck up the villain. Like he literally fucks up their entire territories. But go ahead. So you're next. The biggest W of these couple chapters and the biggest L.
Ooh. Biggest W in the last few chapters. Katakuri weaving during Snake Man is the biggest W.
He's getting his info on.
Yeah, biggest L gotta be Peckham's getting his eyes gouged out. Like that shit is just sad, nigga.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one. I'm gonna hop in real quick. Like biggest L definitely Peckham getting his eyes gouged out. I was expecting so much more. I didn't think he was gonna end up. They was gonna put the Timbs on the curb, stop him. I didn't expect that whatsoever. that was saddening. Biggest W got to be the fact that Up and getting Knight from far away just with the
that's good.
That was super dope. I'm a Oven fanboy now. I wasn't before. I certainly am now. Steve-O, what about you? Steve-O? Game Boy.
Steve-O, wake up.
Steve-O.
It's just a dream.
You're not trapped forever, man. Get out the shadow realm, fam. All right. Eris?
Yeah, y'all basically got mines already, but the only I agree with Wing that the biggest W is Luffy beating Katakuri. And you just gotta give it to him. Katakuri was an animal, and then Luffy overcame him. We got like 4 people saying Katakuri won. So it is what it is. That's the biggest W. The biggest L is, I think it's just Sulong form. How quickly they just snuffed it. It's a little lackluster. People was expecting a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Sorry, quietly. I'm getting ready to end the stream soon. So quietly, you can hop in the stream later. I'm gonna have a Hunter stream actually.
Yo,
And it's going to be the Phantom Troop versus the 3 Royal Guards. See how that goes. Sounds a little cancerous. Hopefully we can keep it in remission. We'll see. Shout out to the man Dustin Reacts. Finally got himself to 2K, man. Proud of the man. The dope
Congratulations.
he had. Shout out to the boys. Honestly, everybody here, maybe y'all can get to 2K too, man. Let me know before I end the stream. Drop y'all channels in the comment section real quick.
Hey, yeah, follow me at Motion Hans. I just hit 30, which is exciting
Hey,
for me at least. So like,
let's triple that. Let's triple that today.
congratulations.
Go ahead.
right
Go
here.
ahead. Harris, I don't think you have a channel yet, do you?
I mean, it's just a gaming channel.
Nothing wrong with that. You can
gaming
drop
channel.
that too.
All right, let's do it.
Cool. Stebo, you Stebo Game Boy.
Yeah,
You can go more in depth a little bit more if you wish. My bad, I forgot you were gone.
Wait, I'm still here.
Go ahead, Stebo.
Wait, what we supposed to be doing right now?
Okay, Stebo weren't paying attention.
It was
All right, first
go
of all,
ahead.
Steve-Mo, you missed the part where I said give your biggest W in a couple chapters and the biggest L in a couple chapters.
I guess the biggest W is Luffy taking the W against Katakuri.
All right, now. Braco, I don't think they'll definitely be in the guards. I'll talk about that later. Steve-O, biggest L.
The biggest L?
You good quietly.
That's hard to say. Probably Sanji's plan not being a plan.
Yeah.
That's probably his biggest L.
I can agree to that. And I said to subscribe to you and for you to drop your channel in the comment section.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me
Steve-O Game Boy.
If I can get the link.
Shout out to Flipside who just subscribed right this moment. You are an OG. Thank you. And also you too, Soap.
I'm about to post it right now.
All right, Wing.
What's good?
You heard me, man. Talk about
Yeah,
post your channel, man. Wing trying to be on the come up too.
yeah.
Everybody eats, like Brad Beal said.
Everybody eats, B.
Everybody eats. What's good, Dustin? Just talking about you. But yeah, man. Shout out, follow all the boys. For those of y'all that aren't subscribed to Dustin and Brago already, do your thing. Honestly, subscribe to them. Subscribe to Quietly Loud because he hasn't made a video yet. But when he does, make sure that everybody's there and already ready to watch by the time he already has it. So it's dope. There you go. Steve posted it. Wayne, you gonna post yours real quick before I end it on?
Yeah, I'm for the post mine. All right.
You got a channel?
I agree, Dustin. Dustin, you're free to come through and talk about it later. Probably gonna talk about it about an hour. You posted, Wayne?
It's loading up. Give me about 5 seconds.
You got about 5 seconds. I know you don't have a channel quietly, but guess what? They're gonna subscribe to you anyway. So when you finally do put out a video, they'll be ready and waiting to be like, ping. Quietly finally trying to talk to us. And Soki most likely soloing the troop. Wow.
I mean,
solo the truth.
Soka is not soloing the troop.
I don't think he's
already proved that.
I don't think he's doing it right now. Like this.
Frollo already proved that, Dustin.
And you got to remember their guard is gonna be up.
Except Crollo, of course. Okay. Crollo and Ahsoka, they giving the guards some trouble.
Virgo, it's not letting me put it in there, but I just give you the link to put in the description.
You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crollo's part of the troop. But all right, I'm gonna catch y'all later for that Hunter stream. See how many people come through. And it's lit. It's lit. Shout out to the boys. And fuck out of here, we going.